convener of the Northern Elders Forum, NEF, Professor Ango Abdullahi, has said Nigeria will be in chaos if either Bola Tinubu or the ruling All Progressives Congress or Atiku Abubakar of the People's Democratic Party wins the 2023 presidential election, stating that the duo have nothing to offer the country. So who has something to offer the country? He said the presidential candidate of Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, and that of the New Nigeria People's Party, NNPP, Senator Rabiu Kwakwanso, are better compared to Atiku and Tinubu. He don't rough. I hope Peter Obi never give this guy shishi now, because they give shishi. So what is motivating this? Because some days back, we heard from this man that after discussing with Peter Obi, he was able to understand him better. But people will not want to hear that. Well, he told Vanguard that Tinubu and Atiku had been around political circles for a long time without commensurate positive to show for it. However, he noted that Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, who contested the APC presidential primaries, or a former banker, Mohammed Ainatu Din, who also aspired for the ticket in the PDP, would have made a better president as technocrats. Hence, Abdullahi, who was a former vice chancellor of Ahmadu Bello University, Abu Zaria, said he would not support any of the candidates. Abdullahi said he would rather tell Nigerians to brace for the trouble ahead of them should Tinubu or Atiku emerge as the next president. No, we still haven't got the man who we think will fix Nigeria. What we have on ground is not good enough. How can you look at Tinubu and Atiku to say they are the ones who will fix this country? They have been on ground for the last 25 to 30 years and so on. What have we done, or what have they done? What are we looking for? I was the one who encouraged a technocrat to join this consensus. You probably had seen Mohammed Hayatu Din in the group of people going around looking for consensus arrangements in PDP. I was one of those who encouraged him. We haven't got the materials on the ground, unfortunately. Peter Obi, unfortunately, I don't know him that much. He's a young man. He was the former governor of Anambra State and is a businessman. He, Kwakwanso, is a good young man. He started his politics with us and is quite smart. No doubt about it. Of course, he had some of these debts that he acquired or he must have picked in other political formations and so on. But clearly, he is one of the bright ones around. No doubt about that. I believe we have not had a good array of politicians. With due respect to some of them that once saw contesting, I am not being selfish here by referring to certain people like Professor Osinbajo. He is a quality material, but the potential system will not tolerate him, he told Vanguard newspaper. Abdullahi further stated that there was nothing bad if Osinbajo contested against his supposed godfather, Bola Tinubu. He continued, what has he got to do with what Nigeria wants? Is he a slave to the former governor? I don't understand this kind of analogy. Professor Osinbajo is a human being entirely on his own merits, and his accomplishments are entirely his own, and people should assess him as such. Those who needed his services asked for his services. When he served as the Attorney General of Lagos State, he was invited by the political system of Lagos State. This is the way I look at it. And when he became vice president, I understand it is the president party that identified him as qualified and competent enough to be vice president in the current dispensation. Why shouldn't he be? Because he served under XYZ. He should be identified as an individual for leadership in the country, he added, while asking Nigerians to prepare for the troubled days ahead should any of the candidates becoming president in 2023. Abdullahi said, what I would tell you Nigerians is that we are in trouble, and the way out is for Nigerians to agree that Nigeria is in trouble and that the machineries that are on ground today, that are expected to find solutions to the challenges facing Nigeria are not appropriate, and we have to go back to the drawing board to see what we can do to save the Nigeria of the future. I believe the politicians have failed. My belief is that the political class has over the years failed to produce the kind of quality leadership we require to deal with the problems of Nigeria, and which means that we should look for quality materials, not necessarily within the mainstream political parties, from outside. And there have been a lot of discussions in Nigeria recently about technocrats. Okay, mom, some people will not agree to this. I know, I just remember something. Some people will tell you that say, oh, like Obi, oh, he's on social media, on social media. Ah, the youth, they are going to disappoint him. But once they want to talk, they will not tell you the youth are the leaders of the tomorrow, are the leaders of tomorrow. The youth are this, the youth are that. Oh, the strength of this country lies on the youth. Now the youth are not supporting somebody. They not say, oh, they are just on serious people. They are on social media. Oh, this and that. And when you go and check the population of those who have been voting, and the population of the different groups in this country, the youth are the most populated. But because they want to downplay or demarcate some people, they begin to say all manner of things. There's no need to argue. If you feel that your candidate is going to win, you better come out that day and vote, not just to break maths. A lot of them are aware that the man is still cruising. They say, oh, it's going to fade off. Oh, some people say he didn't start on time. Some people now say, oh, don't worry, before you could say Jack Robinson we fade off. Let's just wait and keep our finger crossed. Well, Atiku Okowa is the best combination so far. No one can deny that. No one can deny that. Maybe only you. Let us see the other combinations by the rest of the candidates. The Nigerians can decide who to go with. NEF is entitled to its opinion, just as you are entitled to your opinion as well. Suffering no dey tire una. Atiku is very corrupt. Thought as much. Suffer is the benchmark of those who come from Katsina, just like their father Buhari. Your elder dey talk, you dey put mouth, you don smoke fish. We need new people in government. Nigeria no go change if old people still enter seat. Buhari was an head of state then. Now that he is in power, what has he done? Nothing. No, he can't make matter worse. Because obedience is better than sacrifice, we move. That is the truth of the moment. That is why the masses have decided to be obedient come 2023 elections. The ancestors will not use the tribe, we use tribe and religion to deceive us again. Northern Elders Forum, kindly be obedient in 2023 elections for a better and progressive Nigeria. No need for trouble. Peter Obi is what Nigerians need as president to make Nigeria great again come 2023. If you know this truth, then encourage the entire zone in your country to vote for Peter Obi of Labour Party. There's no one or two. Just name what can go. The problem still lies on you people. But we in the South, we have resolved who we want to throw our vote for. Those who are supporting Tinubu or Atiku for president, despite they are not qualified, most especially their health status, are enemy of this country. We all see the results. If Buhari presents NEPA bill as a result, we will vote for them. That is what many Nigerians said in 2015. What is the result of being illiterate in government? How was Nigeria economy after 7 years? How many country in the world has aged an illiterate person as president? The current situation in Nigeria today, beyond Tinubu, Nigeria need economists and intelligent man to make the system work, and somebody who does not share the public fund or to enrich his friends or to enrich some people and say, oh, I made this one, I made this one. Let's put sentiments aside. Peter Obi will perform better, proudly obedient. No be lie. One will continue to take medical trips as he has already started. He will dry Nigeria treasury to enrich his family and friends. The other will relocate the office of the president to Dubai and steal all our commonwealth to enrich his family and friends too. This one now, no one knows the number of children he has. To make all his children billionaires, could take Lagos State annual budget equivalent. Nigeria will be great if Tinubu become number one citizens. Bola Ahmed is our man. Wow, that's good. 99% of those lazy youths shouting Bola Tinubu and Atiku as their man have not really wore down to understand the situation Nigeria is currently on, unless we reduce the cost of governance by 95% and reduce project cost inflation by 99%, which neither of these two are capable of. Nigeria will be headed to doom. Crime will cripple and the cost of living will rise by another 300%. You guys need to remove ethnicity and religion from this next year election. It will make Oma Nigeria. Sure. So guys, let's hear your opinion. Have your take on